Coming up on UT 10 News in HD, UT loses one of their own.
And we'll also look into some losses at the student newspaper.
Plus, Antonio Wilbur covers the season opener for the Lady Rockets. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rayvon Isaiah.
And I'm Robin Ashton.
The College of Languages, Literature, and Social Sciences Dean passed away on Friday evening. Dr. Alice Skeens served the university for almost 50 years. Skeens was 75 years old and an accomplished professor at UT. For the past year, she served as the dean of the newly formed LLSS College.
She had an impact on both the undergrads and on our grad students, but her passion was really teaching. She was always kind to people. She'll be dearly missed.
Funeral arrangements for Dr. Skeens are being planned and will be released on the MyUT portal. The Independent Collegian has been delivering newspapers around campus for 92 years.
Reporter Mckenzie Kuehnlein joins us live in the newsroom to talk about some big changes about to happen to the paper. Mckenzie?
That's right, Robin, and you may have noticed the paper is looking a bit thinner these days. The Independent Collegian is a separate institution from the university, which means all of their funding is from advertising.
People just aren't selling as many ads, and so we've had to reduce the amount of pages we had and fit, all the content we need to into a smaller section.
But page numbers isn't the only thing being cut. Circulation has dropped by 1,000 newspapers, and student staff has taken a decrease in pay, all to help sustain the budget. Next semester, the Collegian is considering changing to a tabloid format, printing newspapers only once a week, and putting most of its content on their website.
Students specifically aren't reading print publications as much as they used to. They maybe come from households that don't take a daily newspaper, and so they're not used to having a newspaper.
Now, the executive board members met last night, but no final decision has been made about the possible changes. Live in the newsroom, I'm Mckenzie Kuehnlein for UT 10 News.
Thanks, Mckenzie. Last week, the nation honored its veterans, and UT celebrated this special day at the Veterans Memorial Plaza.
On November 11, 1918, an armistice was signed bringing an end to World War I. This day would later become Veterans Day. On Friday, UT and several local companies sponsored a Veterans Day celebration, providing veterans with a presentation and breakfast in Savage Arena.
Being in the military was never an easy job, but the service members in today's all-volunteer force chose to serve a cause greater than themselves.
Afterwards, veterans made their way over to the Veterans Plaza in the Centennial Mall to observe a ceremony.
One day, I will have earned the title veteran, watching a new generation of soldiers step up with honor to defend our nation's freedoms.
For UT 10 News, I'm Cam Norton.
Over $17,000 was awarded to UT business entrepreneurs. Reporter Georgina White was at the ceremony.
The university's College of Business held their second annual Innovation Enterprises competition on November 10th. Participants were required to submit a business plan to win $10,000.
To encourage our students, faculty, and staff to become entrepreneurs and to assist them in the seed money to start their business idea.
The winner was Dr. Bill Engler with Sunny Fuels, and there were 18 participants this year. Dr. Suniera says they will have this business plan competition again next year. So if you have a business idea, plan now. I'm Georgina White for UT 10 News.
UT will have a new option for student living. 48 new apartments are being built on the corner of Dorr and Secor. The apartments are located on the second and third floors of the new building. The lofts come furnished or unfurnished, and students will have a 2- or 4-bedroom option. The cost ranges from $1,200 to $2,400 per month.
A residential component above the retail, it creates a certain level of foot traffic, it creates a certain level of energy, so that from a retailer's perspective, there are always students around. And then from a community perspective, when they look at it through their windshield as they drive by, they see this energy, they see activity there, and they want to be there.
The lofts at Gateway are still accepting lease applications and are set to be completed by August 15th of 2012. The UT community had the chance to dance and taste their way around the world. The International Students Association celebrated their 20th annual food festival on Thursday. The ISA held the festival in the Student Union Auditorium, and 12 countries were represented as students shared their food and cultural dances. Over 150 people attended the celebration.
We thought that if every culture could just show what kind of dance they do, it would be more fun for the audience here, and it was a good way to express themselves.
The money raised by the event will be used to support the international student organizations on campus.
A UT Rocket smashed records across the field. So far this season, Toledo wide receiver Eric Page has broken 2 UT football records. Page now holds the title as the Toledo all-time leader in receiving yards. He has caught for 3,110 yards in his career. Page also beat former Rocket Stephen Williams' record of 229 catches by hitting the 235 mark in the game against Eastern Michigan.
I passed someone that I played with, Stephen Williams, and he was a great player and a great person, and it just feels good.
Page is also tied with Randy Moss's 1997 MAC record of 5 touchdown receptions in one game. Now here's Tony with your Rocket Sports.
I'm Antonio Wilbur, and this is your UT 10 Sports. Women's sports dominated this weekend on the hardwood, starting with the volleyball team, ending their season against the Eastern Michigan Eagles. The game was all tied up going into the 5th set. UT was hoping to drive the Eagles out, and Rocky was the chauffeur. Down in the 5th, Lauren Raffdell lightly taps the ball, making the score 9-10. The Rockets now only down by 1. Then, Bethany Irwin spikes the ball right through the Eagles' block, giving UT the lead. After an Eastern Michigan attack error, the Rockets soared past the Eagles with a final score of 3-2. Coach Greg Smith is now happy with how the season ended.
Just a special night for the seniors. With, having them go out with a win is always going to be memorable for them. But also the fact it's a thriller 5-game match. So it was a great win for us.
From one season ending to another beginning, the women's basketball team played in their home opener against the Dayton Flyers on Sunday. To kick off the game, the 2011 WNIT banner was revealed. The Rockets took an early lead over UD with Ndola Dortch sinking in this 3-point shot from the corner. Then watch as Ndola Dortch weaves her way around the Flyers defense to the lane and lays in another one. But UD tries to make a comeback, scoring 38 points in the second half as they put this one in. However, it wasn't enough as the Rockets hold off their victory with a final score of 61-51. Coach Cullop wants the team to be more aggressive throughout the game.
It was a great game for us. Now we've got to step back, learn from this, because we didn't play 2 halves strong. Learn from it and be prepared to go into a hostile environment. So we protected our home, and that's great. Now we've got to learn how to win in a hostile environment, which it will be in Green Bay.
The cross-country team raced in the NCAA Great Lake Regions Championship on Saturday. The women's team ran their way to 3rd place, with senior Emma Kurtz placing 7th with a time of 20 minutes and 42 seconds. Not far behind her was the Kaylin Belair, Ari Fisher, and Megan Vogelsong, finishing 16th, 17th, and 18th place. The men's cross-country team also did well this weekend, placing 15th overall. With the women's 3rd place finish this weekend, it got them a bid in the NCAA championship meet in Indiana on Monday.
Busy weekend for the Lady Rockets. That's it for UT 10 News. For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all UT 10 reporters, go to our website, ut10news.com.
And you can always watch our award-winning newscast on YouTube and Facebook, where you can get caught up on all of your campus news whenever you want. For Robin Ashton, Antonio Wilbur, and all of our crew, I'm Rayvon Isaiah. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.